Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Now, today, before we get into the actual topic of the video, which you've already seen from the title of the video, I just want to quickly announce something that I touched on in the last video I made on screen with an actual kind of announcement now, if you like. It's not the most exciting announcement in the world. I'm no slapping out some shirts with my face on them yet. I don't love myself that much. I also feel like they'd wear them for some reason, but I have decided to start my own site. As you know, or as you may not know, I'm studying journalism at college, and it's probably the route in my life that I want to go down. I know journalists get a very controversial view from the public. A lot of people don't like journalists. Hopefully I'm one that you can learn to like. If you watch my videos, then hopefully it will stay the same and you'll listen to me and maybe read some of my stuff. And if you do want to read some of my stuff, then I've decided to start my own website where I'll just post, the odd article that I write, and also my videos from the channel just got to go up on there. Obviously I'm not begging anybody to go over, but if you do enjoy reading about football, it will mostly be football based. Might put some other stuff up there. Then the site will be in the link below in the description. 118 football, that's what I've decided to call it. As you can tell, very creative. Sticking with the 118, that'll be my gravestone, to be honest. I think most of my pals would agree with that as well. But aye, 118 football, link will be in the description. There's already a few articles up there. My videos are up there too, videos starting from 2020. And this will be one of the videos on the site. If you're watching on the site and not from the channel, then you're a legend. Anyway, aye, we'll move on. I wanted to get that quick out the way, quick wee announcement. Your support will be much appreciated, much obliged if you do go and check it out, and I love you forever. But today we're talking about Celtic and their transfers once again. We're in the month of January. It's going to be very transfer based, the videos that we make in January, and it looks as though Celtic may be getting a deal over the line. Finally, it looks as though we're making a signing in this window, a much needed signing at that, and one of the striker conversations looks to be over, as PATRYK KLIMALA looks to be having his medical for Celtic, and maybe the signing will be announced over the next few days. Now, it's not one that's definite. Let's not get overexcited. Let's not get over prepared for this, because it might not go through. You never know. It might just be talk. There's no proof yet, there's no video or photo evidence, but it looks almost certain that PATRYK KLIMALA will be signing for Celtic as the kind of second choice striker to Odsonne-Edouard. As Odsonne-Edouard will more than likely stay throughout January, then this is the man who potentially will fill the boots and will take the role as first team striker, depending on how things go for him when Edouard does leave the club, whether that would be in the summer or next season or whenever it may be. It looks like this young man could be the one who fills that role. Now, you might not know a lot about PATRYK KLIMALA. Personally, myself, never heard of him until the links were, going round and the rumours started about him coming to Celtic. Never heard of him in my life, but to make a nice positive twist on it all, Magic Zdravsky has compared him to a new Robert Lewandowski. Now, that's not me saying that Celtic are about to sign someone the equivalent of Robert Lewandowski, but it's always nice to hear, a club legend or someone quite high in the world of football talk about a young player like that. It does fill you with a bit of confidence for a player that you're going to sign, and hopefully that means that we are getting a talented player here. He's only 21-year-old, Polish international, playing in the under-21s team. I think he's made 5 appearances for the under-21s. So, for a boy his age, we can't expect far too much from him. We signed Edouard at a young age, though, 19, 20, when Edouard came into Celtic, and now look at the position Edouard finds himself in, talking about £30 million moves to the Premier League. So hopefully we get the same sort of situation here. Currently playing in Poland's top flight. He doesn't look bad at all from what I've seen. Now, this is me having to live off the world of, Twitter highlight packages, which make, anybody make Willow Flood look like Javi. So, you don't really want to trust them. It's not the most reliable source of information, these wee Twitter highlight packages, but from what I've seen, it looks like a talented wee player, and for 21-year-old, and I fear it's not going to be too outrageous. We've not heard the specifics yet of that, but, it's not going to be something drastic. You can't complain too much. I think he's played 18 times in the Polish top flight this season, scoring 7 goals, if I'm correct, 17 or 18 times he's played. And you know what? That's a decent record for a top flight football for a 21-year-old. He's not even made 100 professional appearances in his career, and to score 7 goals in the top flight in Poland, there's no easy feat. He's not playing for one of the giants. But do you know what? He looks like a man who can score, and what we need is someone who is there to support Edouard when Edouard may be lacking in fitness, may need to come off the park. Someone who can come on and get a couple of goals, because we don't have that up front. Griffiths has shown over the last couple of months that he might not be back to his best yet. We don't know if we will get him back to his best. He's not scored. Waiting on that to happen. It would be fantastic if he could. Bayo is just dead. So we need this guy to come in and actually supply something for us, supply a little bit of extra flair. in an area of the park where, you know, we've only got one player. Really, when you think about it, we do. As many people may support Griffiths, and I support Griffiths, I want him to get back to his best. As many people that like Griffiths and campaign that he's still there and all the rest of it, we need the finished product. We need it on the park, and so far we've not got that. So to bring in this signing is a very smart signing, a very wise idea, and it kind of brings to an end the rumours of Sparrow maybe coming to Celtic. I don't think that will happen now if we do bring in Klimala. Also, it looks as though Sparrow will be sealing a move to Sporting Lisbon, which, you know, for the best of his career, he might look at that as a better move. And you know what, it's fine, because at least we're getting someone. You know, it would be a terrible situation if, you know, we had our hearts or our mindset on Sparrow, the Celtic coaching staff and such. Neil Lennon thought Sparrow was coming in, and then it goes, and then we just don't have another option. You know, there has been a few strikers thrown in and around there, but at least we're actually looking to be bringing one in now, and one at a young age has promising, you know, attributes to his game, and looks as though he does have potential. This could be a very beneficial signing for Celtic. You know, the young signings have went quite well. As of recent, you look at players like Dembele, Edouard, who have came in, just two strikers off the top of my head. You look at Ayer and such. You know, these are players who are going to make a lot of profit on. We already did with Dembele, and hopefully the same situation happens here for however long that the boy might stay at Celtic. Hopefully he does get firing straight away if he comes in, and I guess we'll talk about it more when we actually get to see him, because there's not going to be a lot of Celtic fans out there unless you scout a lot of players out in Europe that know a lot about him, who know his game completely. So it's going to be a learning curve for every Celtic fan, and that's the same when we bring in anybody really, because it's not very often we sign someone who we see. We don't sign many people from England, we don't sign a lot of people from Scotland. When we do, they don't seem to get played, because Greg Taylor's still waiting to get played. But I'm looking forward to this. I'm very excited. It's the fact that Zidowski seems to see a young Robert Lewandowski in him, which makes it even more exciting, because as we all know, Robert Lewandowski, one of the top strikers in world football, one of the best in the world, one of the best I've ever seen, in fact. So if we could get even a fraction of the player Robert Lewandowski is up here in Scotland, then I think it'd be beneficial for everybody's entertainment, and especially ours as Celtic fans. So the fee and such is still to be kind of, you know, finalised, yet to see a definite figure of what we're talking here. But it's a good way to finally do something in this transfer window, and hopefully it's a marker for the remaining, you know, sort of 20 days in the window, because we still do need to make another few signings. But this is a good one to start with, because I think as much as I feel like we need players down that spine of the team, in the middle and at the back, up front, you know, we just can't rely on Edouard all the time. Edouard can't play every single game for 90 minutes at a top level, as much as we'd love him to, as much as he probably does have the potential to. It's just impossible. No one can do it. He's not Lionel Messi, he's not Cristiano Ronaldo, and even they have off days. We need someone to come in and fill that void when he comes off the park, whether it be for a full game or for 10 minutes, and we need them to score goals, because we struggle. We don't find a lot of goals from strikers on the park when Edouard's not there. I mean, the statistics this season must be wild for goals outside Edouard in a striking position. So I'm very happy with this signing. I don't even want to bother trying to pronounce the name of the team that he plays for. I know that's ridiculous, but if you have seen the name of the team, then I think you can probably understand why I'm not going to try and butcher it live on YouTube, because I feel like it would be a bit offensive. It is a long name, to say the least. But 21 years old, what can go wrong? I suppose we have seen flops in the past. Look at Bayo. We're still waiting for something there, and he's you know, he looks to be, you know, just easing out of the team forever. I don't know how many chances he's going to get back in the Celtic lineup, but it's good to see this happening. I'm sure that Celtic fans will be happy that something's just happening in the window, because we cry and we moan all the time on Twitter that Celtic have to do something. It's like poking, you know, a dead body, waiting for some sort of response half the time, and hopefully we add on to this as well, get this done, get another couple, because we do need depth in our squad. That's where we lack right now, is quality and depth. So hopefully we see more. Anyway, as I said at the start of the video, if you would like to help me out by checking out the link that I have got in the description, that would be very much appreciated. It's not going to be all Celtic related, it'll be mainly Celtic related, so if you're not a Celtic fan, don't worry. I mean, there's already a piece for a PATRYK Thistle match on there, and a piece on Scottish football in general. A lot of Scottish football conversation will probably go on, and probably outside of Scottish football as well. A few of my pieces that I've had published for City Live, I'm just putting onto this, and I'll probably add my own work onto this as well outside of that. So if you've enjoyed the video, make sure to hit like and subscribe. It would be very much appreciated. I'm going to try and keep rolling on with the videos in 2020. I feel like we've done quite well this week. I'm proud of myself, and hopefully I'll keep it up tomorrow. Let me know your opinions to the potential signing as well. and your thoughts to my thoughts, as I always say. And I'll see you all next time.